Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki in pushing this word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp, and wanted to go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, this to be edifying. All right. And I want to go into being born again. All right. I want to read John 3, and I'm just going to get to it because we know being born again, what did that come with? A new way of living, okay? A new breath, a new life, all right? The way that we walk upon the earth is totally different than how the rest of society walks. When you put off that old man, they look at, the society, what I'm saying, especially being the nation of Israel, you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are looked at in a different light. They just know something is different about you, how you carry yourselves, all right? And it all starts with what? First of all, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai being that standard that was put upon the earth, and now we're in remembrance of Yahweh Shai and being brought knowing who we are, because we in a strange land here in the West, which is Babylon the Great, aka America, which is a land that we did what? We forgot who we were as a people. Every captivity that we lived in or we had to go through as the nation of Israel, we still had understanding of who we were as a nation. But here in Babylon the Great, aka the US of A, we've got it beaten out of us, all right? We've been raped, robbed, massacred throughout the time that we've been here in America, and now we don't even know who we are. But we got in that remembrance of knowing who we are. If you go into Revelation 11, in verse 8, where it says that body, their dead body lie in the streets, Sodom and Egypt. Now we were the dry bones, as you see when you read Ezekiel 37. You can read to the first through the fifth verse, and we were the dry bones, but we started remembering. So now we became what? That molded into that body again. All right, that flesh, the renewal. But I want to get right into this. This is John 3, and I'm just going to kind of read on through. And Lord, we'll get the point, get the precepts. Lord willing, this will be edifying. This is John 3:1. It says, there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Yahweh, for no man do these miracles that thou doest except Yahweh be with him. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, verily, verily, which is truly, truly, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of heaven. All right. So a man can't see the kingdom of heaven. So Nicodemus didn't get this understanding. So if we read in verse 4, it says, Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter in the second time into his mother's womb and be born? See, and that is the understanding that we're starting to see now. How do you be born again? All right. And one thing you go by being born again is what? Putting off that old man. Putting off the understanding that we've been taught. A lot of it was raised up in the church house, in the Christian church. What did we learn? Not a damn thing. Just love everybody and be happy. And everybody that walks around talk about John 3:16, which they don't got a good concept of that. They don't go into words. So when you put off that old man and come into the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it gives you a new light. Okay? Yahweh Shai is the way. He's the light. This is Ephesians 4:22. It says, you know what? Let's read up. Verse 21, it says, if so be ye have heard him and have been taught by him as the truth is in Yahweh Shai. Okay. So the truth is in Yahweh Shai. Okay. And what is Yahweh Shai? He's the word that you read about in John 1 and 1. Right? When you read about it in John, the first chapter. All right. And as we go into being that born of the water, John 3, you know. But if we keep going, it says that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man. Okay. And if you see over here on the right, it says the NLT, to throw off your old sinful nature and your former way of life. That's it. You're supposed to put off that old man, the former way, the ways that you used to see, thinking that you know what I'm saying, thinking that the Lord is going to just forgive everything. You just got to just keep doing it because you already saved. Because you hear Christians, oh, I know I'm saved. I'm highly saved and highly favored. How in the hell you know? This is the way that we've been corrupted and been taught through that type of mentality. All right? But how can you be saved when you don't even put off the old ways of what you've been doing throughout this time? It's got to be a new way of living. And it's got to be in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Christians not going to read this and get an understanding. It says that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man which is corrupt according, and that is deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit and your mind. So that mind going into your heart, your la'ab. All right. We supposed to, and what does it say in Romans 13, where it's basically it's high time to wake up out of sleep. All right. So we put off these former things, all right, and basically start being waking up and stop being amongst the congregation of the dead, all right. As like it says in Revelation 11, all right, their dead bodies lie in the street, roughly paraphrasing again, and be renewing by what? The blood of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, because he is that water. We drink that new water, all right. So I'm gonna go back here, back in John 3. And I'm gonna so that's how it's not going into the womb again. It's being born through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, through the washing of the word. Verse 5, it says, Yahweh Shai said, verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. So there you go. That being that born of the water and the spirit. Verse 6, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, but which is born of the spirit is spirit. And like you say, you got to have that washing. All right. And you know, they'll think, you know, the Christians, oh, you'll get washed in that dirty water that they have sitting under by the pulpit. They're going to open it up, fill it up, and then just dip you in there and say, keep going about doing what you're doing. No, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the word. This is Hebrews 10 and verse 12. It says, but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sin forever, sat down on the right hand of Yahweh. And who is that going into? Yahweh Shai. Right? That one sacrifice that basically set us up for salvation. All right? It set us up for salvation because what? Through him, we shall live again. Through him, through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we shall live again. All right. It says, verse 13, from henceforth expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. All right. For by one offering he has perfected forever them that are sanctified forever. So he's perfected what? For us to receive salvation through that mercy. So the washing away of this old man through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a renewal for us to receive that salvation. All right, going into what? Hence that new covenant that we will be receiving. Then Yahushua said he's going to, roughly paraphrasing, all right, he's going to prepare a place for us. And it's starting with who? The elect. The ones who basically have put off that old man. Okay? Mortifying their members. Now I'm going to get one more and we'll get ready to, I'll close it out here. I didn't want to be too long with it. This is 1 Peter 4. You know what? I will go, I'm just going to read on through it. Verse 1, it says, For as much then as Mashiach has suffered of us, for us, in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. All right? That same mindset. So that is being that washing away of your mind, your la'ab. All right? Having that sound mind, as it speaks about in Timothy 1 around the 7th verse, it says, For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's a new walk. You're walking that new path now. It says, For the time past of your life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when he walked in lavish lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling, banqueting, and abominable idolatries. All right, because like you said, you walk in that lust of the flesh. We have done away with that. It says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them, because we're walking a totally different path now. And you see all the masters of the masses are walking one way, you know, of the world, and we're turning and actually walking a totally different direction. All right. So we're starting to see things, and they see us walking differently. So that put an eye on us. All right. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, like I always say, we got the glow about us, like Bruce Leroy. All right. It says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same place, to the same access of ride, speaking evil of you. Who shall give account of him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? All right. And that's how I wanted to get there. You know, basically, we're walking in a new path. All right. Being born, we don't want to jump back to the old ways. We want to continue on through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, knowing that we ain't got but a short time here, and don't put down the plow. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakodash. The honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.